Here are headlines. MPs demand answers from Royal Mail over delays to letter deliveries after staff claim they are being told to prioritise parcels.
The Postal Service now has just 2 weeks to respond to the claims and problems you raised with breakfast. I'll have all the details.
Councils face a race against time to organise reinstated local elections after the government abandoned plans to delay the vote in 30 areas in England.
15 years after the end of the war in Iraq, the Royal British Legion announces a service of remembrance in May to pay tribute to those who fought in the conflict.
We've done 1,614 items.
They take on anything from toys and textiles to household electricals. We meet the volunteers at Ruthin's Repair Cafe who reduce waste, save money and make friends.
6:20. Let's have a look at the papers, the front pages, shall we? Lots of them leading with the government's decision to abandon plans to postpone those local elections across 30 councils in England this May. The Telegraph saying it's heard from councillors and other local authority insiders who've spoken about what they call the chaos and the unnecessary race against time that they're now facing. We're going to talk to the local government information unit in about 10 minutes' time about what the implications could be.
The Mirror has our top story from yesterday's breakfast. Ellen Room, who is here with us, who says her son's death was linked to a social media challenge, welcoming a change in online data law to help protect children from harm.
And The Guardian, among many papers, paying tribute this morning to the American actor Robert Duvall, who's died at the age of 95, of course, best known for his roles in The Godfather and Apocalypse Now. And it's interesting, reading one of the obituaries talking about his role in Apocalypse Now. Apparently, his character was meant to be even more extreme and outrageous than it was, but Duvall himself decided, no, we need to tone this down a little bit, and he's very sensitive.
He was amazing,
genius.
wasn't he?
Absolute
Only
genius.
in the first two Godfather films, not in the third.
Yeah. Cool.
There's a great story in the papers today, Inside, about Jeremy King, who is the man behind the very famous Ivy restaurants, saying he is fed up of influencers going to eat at his restaurants and then filming themselves the entire time. So maybe like putting a little tripod on the table and filming a time-lapse thing of them getting served and chatting, and just saying it's...
They're not just photographing.
No, it's ruining everything,
yeah.
and everyone going into the loos and taking selfies of themselves, which I've never got that. Why would you do that in the toilet?
I think the
question.
The only time I use my phone in a restaurant is to check I haven't got crumbs.
The only time I use my phone in a restaurant is to try and make the menu bigger so I can see it. Yeah.
At 6, tributes to the Reverend Jesse Jackson, one of the most influential voices of the American civil rights movement, who's died at the age of 84.
But I am somebody. I am black, beautiful, proud.
He fought for civil rights alongside Dr. Martin Luther King in the 1960s, a struggle he carried on right to the end of his life. Also on the programme, young people are the worst affected as the UK's unemployment rate hit a new 5-year high by the end of last year. Alfie Phillips from Northampton becomes the first person in the UK to have pioneering leg lengthening surgery.
It's not as bad as it seems. It's not as painful with the new surgery.
And here at the Winter Olympics, it's a crucial night for Britain's curlers as the men's team face Canada.
Why criminal cases are collapsing due to lost and delayed forensic evidence. A Daily Mail journalist is cross-examined in the hacking trial.
What do we want?
Paid leave.
When do we want it?
Now.
The struggles of relatives who care for children when their parents can't. One Emmerdale star tells us about being raised by his grandparents.
My nan and granddad did every single thing that they could possibly do to raise me correctly, and that's I always say that I feel like they're the real superheroes. I feel like they're the people, because they saved my life, 100%.
A look at how the Metropolitan Police are cracking down on the gangs who snatch phones. Farmers tell us of the devastating impact attacks on their livestock can have as new laws come in to stop them.
You got a big episode where there's 10 dead that next day. or we had one where we had sort of 25 dead with another 20 badly injured.
Meet the act described as a brave and bold choice for this year's UK Eurovision entry. And the 9-year-old boy who's had pioneering surgery to correct the length of his leg.